What's up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be going over my weekly rotation for this past week. Leave your weekly rotation down in the comments down below. Just let me know what fragrances you wore for the week. Let's go ahead and get started with Sunday. Sunday, I wore Guerlain's L'Homme Ideal. No, not even. Guerlain's Homme Eau de Parfum. Yes, this is the older style bottle, but I don't think that this is a different formulation from the current formulation. Not too sure. Just let me know down in the comments. I just haven't really looked into it. Really great fragrance. Definitely has that mojito in the beginning. The mint, very good use of mint in this fragrance. Only thing about this fragrance is it does last around the 7-8 hour range. It's not going to give you a little bit more than that. Maybe you could overspray this. This I don't think is that offensive. You could probably get away with overspraying this, but yeah, just so you could expect that. I don't really mind. Only thing is that my work days are a little bit longer than 8 hours. Definitely, 12, 13 hour work days sometimes. But so that doesn't mean I'm going to sell this fragrance. I actually think it's a really good fragrance. It's just one that I'm not going to probably wear to work. I might wear it again when it gets a little warmer to see if it starts projecting a little bit, or not projecting, lasting a little bit longer, but we'll see. Yeah, so Sunday, Guerlain's Homme. This is the tester, so I don't have a cap. Monday, I wore Himalaya. So Himalaya, this one's definitely come up twice during this week, but Himalaya is a fragrance from Creed I've had before. I sold it, picked it back up, and I'm happy I picked it back up. I feel like I'm wearing it more now than I was back then. I think this is a really good spring fragrance. It's one that, even though it's a little bit cold, you can still pull it off in the cold. As it warms up, you can still wear it in the warm weather. Summer, you could probably get away with wearing this in the summer as well. At least I'm going to be wearing it in the summer. But yeah, Himalaya, definitely enjoy the wearing. Happy to have it back in my collection. If you're interested in checking it out, the perfume spot does have it for a really good price. Down in the comments down below. And down in the description, I do have affiliate links that does help support the channel. For a lot of very good discounters that I use. The perfume spot is where I got my Himalaya, but I believe I also have Olfactory listed down there, and I think Olfactory had the 3.3 ounce for a really good price as well, if you want to check those links out. Tuesday, I think this is going to be the best release of this year. At least it is for me as of right now. It's going to be Acqua di Gio Elixir. New releases I've gotten this year, I've tried this year. Obviously, I have the new Dior Parfum. I have tried a few, like the Dolce & Gabbana Devotion Pour Homme. I have a few on here. Bois Pacifique is actually a really good one too. I think this is actually still better than Bois Pacifique. I have tried the Bad Boy Elixir. Let's see what else I got on here. Definitely way better than Neptune's Trident from Argos for sure. But as of right now, this is my favorite release of this year. I am not the kind of person that buys every new release. I kind of want to get my nose on them first, but this was actually a blind buy. And a blind buy gone right. I do kind of see the Fahrenheit resemblance, but I actually don't like Fahrenheit. I think the way the violet leaf has been done in this fragrance is actually really good. The way my fiance sees or smells this fragrance, she kind of says it smells like aloe. Which she doesn't say it's a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing. I actually enjoy the smell of aloe, and so does she. But this is actually a really good fragrance. And the way they do the violet leaf, you could smell the quality in it. Some would say it's similar to the Parfum. I have smelled it. I have smelled the Parfum as well, but I think this one is way better. Yeah, like I said in one of my previous videos, the Parfum is one that I've smelled. I liked it. But this one, when I first smelled it on camera, I loved it. So definitely happy to have it in my collection. Acqua di Gio, who would have thought? But yeah, that's what I wore on Tuesday. Wednesday, new release for Guerlain. But this, I believe, was a late release from last year. 2024 release. So there's going to be Habit Rouge Parfum. So I actually enjoy this more as it dries down. It is definitely better than the Eau de Parfum. Does go more into the vanilla. The rum isn't really too boozy. That even, I don't find it that boozy. There is a kind of leather scent from the opening, but now that I've worn it, and I'm gonna go ahead and spray it in the air, I don't really get that anymore. Maybe it was just that it had to be sprayed. It was a new bottle, it hadn't been sprayed before. It sprayed it right on my hand, so. The air, I kind of get it, but it's more of a lemon. I'm not sure if it's lemon or bergamot that's in there, but the citrusy zing with the vanilla, more like that's mostly what I get. Very good scent. Fiance gave me a compliment for it, so she kind of has not the worst nose, but she doesn't like a lot of the fragrances in my collection. So this was a package that came together, and for her to really actually enjoy both of them and compliment me on both of these, this is probably the best pickup I'm going to have in a while. So yeah, as of right now, Elixir and Habit Rouge she really does love. But yeah, that's what I wore on Wednesday to work, and it actually does last very long as well. It did last throughout my work day. When I came home, I still had it, and I would say it's decent, not bubble, but skin scent at the time. And then I took a shower, so I would say it does last about 13 hours, so definitely a good thing. On Thursday, went out with some coworkers, one of their last days, so they kind of wanted to go out. Went to Chili's. I wore Spice Blend by Dior, so limited the sprays on it just because last time I wore it, someone did say it was a very strong fragrance. But again, it's one of those that just sneaks up on you. You go nose blind to it pretty quickly, so I thought it was perfect for a dinner, I guess like a work dinner or something, just because it's not going to be in your face. Yeah, you'll smell it when you get there, but you're going to go nose blind to it pretty quickly, so you don't really think about what I'm wearing while you're trying to eat. So that's why I went with Spice Blend. And it was actually my fiance's pick that day, so she kind of didn't really know what to wear. She just told me to wear this fragrance, so I did. So yeah, Spice Blend for that day. Like I said, it's like a high-end up Dolce & Gabbana, the one. Well, very different, but it's kind of like in that realm, but way better. But yeah, really good scent by Dior. I think this got a little bit of hype a long time ago, but definitely deserves the hype it does get. A lot of the fragrances from Dior, the Privé line, are really good fragrances. Even their regular designer fragrances that you can find at a Sephora are really good. So happy to have this one in my collection. Obviously, this is one of the fragrance we purchased when the day I proposed. So, meaningful fragrance as well. Then on Friday, circled back around and got Himalaya back out and wore it again. So I'm not going to talk about it, but Friday is the fragrance I wore that day. And actually, there was another fragrance, but I'll talk about it in the next video. It was just a fragrance that I wore that night, but during the day, Himalaya is what I wore. And Saturday. Let's talk about Saturday, which is actually today when I'm recording this video. This video will be out on Sunday. Manhattan. Why? Because tomorrow's video is going to be a video about the fragrances I will be selling. I will give you guys first dibs. So I'll probably put the price on the video, or I'll put the prices in the description or something, and then you guys can contact me if you guys are interested in purchasing. But wasn't sure if I was going to sell this one or not, so I decided to wear it today, and it is not going to be one of the ones I'm going to sell. As much as I just want to sell something, just to buy something else, make some more space, because this bottle does kind of take a little bit of space. This is a really good fragrance, so I will not be selling it. I feel like I thought about selling it since I haven't reached for it in a while, so I was like, let me go ahead and spray it. It's really as good as I thought initially, and it really is that good, so had to keep it. Not going to be selling it. Even though it's kind of similar to Tobacco Vanille, it's not the same. I enjoy the differences. I enjoy that I could have both of them. Yes, they are both tobacco and have vanilla. And that's kind of like the same kind of structure for the fragrance. They're very different fragrances, and I enjoy both of them. So I will be keeping this one in the collection. But yeah, that is my weekly rotation for this week. Let me know what you guys' weekly rotation was. Please check out any of the links in the description for some of the best discounters. They are affiliate links, so I do get a small commission at no cost to you. I will see you guys on the next one. Please leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you on tomorrow's video. Have a good one, guys.